From family events to volunteer opportunities to community happenings, there is a lot going on in your community. Learn about all the possibilities and opportunities on this episode of Community Hotline.
Hi, welcome to Community Hotline. My name is Monica Weitzel, and we're here at Metro East Community Media in East County. We're here tonight to talk with nonprofit organizations about what's going on in your community. And if you're a fan of Community Hotline, be sure to go to our Facebook page and like us there. Or you can also go to our blog, and you can talk to some of the organizations that we will be featuring. Tonight we're going to start out with the East Gresham Community Information Fair. And representing the fair, we have Carol Rula, who is the fair coordinator, and she is also the Kelly Creek Neighborhood Association Land Use Chair. Mouthful. And Anita Daly, who is the exhibitor liaison and the Mount Hood Neighborhood Association president. So welcome. Glad to have you both here.
Thank you.
Last year, the fair was a pretty big success, was it not?
It's been a success every year.
Every year. How many years?
This is our 4th year.
Okay, good. Well, last year was the first time I ever attended, and it was great. It was really fun. I enjoyed myself and learned things and met some new people. So tell me what you have planned for this year.
Well, this year we always change our exhibitors a little bit because people have new things to bring, but also we have added things, some health exhibitors. We're going to have, last year we did have free massage chairs, chair massages, and this year we have some health screenings, blood pressure checks, and posture checks, as well as some information on, kind of healthy eating and things like that. The police department will be there again, and they have a new feature on their website to allow citizens to file police reports for those low-level crimes like vandalism or theft or something. So that
somebody breaking into your car or graffiti on the side of your building,
right, low-level things that you need to get some kind of police report to be able to file an insurance claim.
But you know that they probably aren't going to have time to come out and visit you.
Well, they would come out and visit you, but it will take the police about an hour to do that. And this way, you can get all of the information. A police officer does review the information and then gives you a police report, and they do follow up on it, and they're hoping that people will make more reports and stuff to report that low-level crime. They might think, oh, it's not worth it.
But that's an easy way to do it.
Easy way to, and you get your paperwork, and so it saves police time. But then they also have the more information if they do catch the criminal to be able to charge them with all of the things.
That's great. That's a really good idea.
Even the exhibitors like police and fire and the emergency preparedness or code compliance and building, they have a model house. I don't know if you saw it last year, a house that they show people why they need to have things in the house. That's great for kids, and we have a scavenger hunt for kids every year and free hot dogs. So
what does it cost to get into this fair?
Free. Absolutely free for everyone.
That's a good price.
Right. None of the exhibitors charge anything. So as Carol mentioned, the free chair massages, blood pressure checks, all of those, we really insist that exhibitors provide this information or these services at the fair completely free of charge.
That's wonderful. So this is worth a lot. I mean, you're going to get a lot for nothing. Am I right? I mean,
absolutely.
You go to the fair, and like you said, there's free hot dogs.
Free hot dogs.
I got mine last year. In fact, I think I had 2. Don't tell. And so you have the free hot dogs and free beverages and
cookies, all the usual refreshment kind of things.
And there was a raffle last year.
A raffle. Everybody gets a free raffle ticket, and we have volunteers who've gone out into the community to solicit from our local businesses, and they are very generous. And last year we got about $900 worth of prizes.
That's
really
great.
Nice prizes, gift certificates to restaurants.
I got a gift certificate to the Olive Garden,
treatment.
and I was thrilled. Yeah.
Lots of stuff, and everybody gets a ticket, and then call your number and you get to come pick whatever is on the table. You get to pick the raffle prize you want,
great.
depending on when your number is called.
You had a lot of winners too. It wasn't like you just had a raffle with one winner. There
Oh,
were a lot of winners.
I think half the people got prizes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
the odds are good, so
The odds are good.
make sure you
Yes.
grab that raffle ticket. Okay, so when is the fair taking place?
It's going to be Wednesday, so 2 weeks from tonight, Wednesday, May 25th, 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. at Gordon Russell Middle School, which is at 3625 East Powell Valley Road, just east of where Kane intersects Powell Valley Road.
It was pretty easy to find.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And we do encourage people, because it's a middle school, it has a small parking lot. So our biggest problem is having enough parking for everyone. So please bring your neighbors, carpool, come early, come at 7. We, don't want people really early because we're setting up, but,
Yes.
but don't wait late in the fair. And if you get there and the parking lot's full or whatever, there is on-street parking, and if you live close to Gordon Russell Middle School, walk. We had a lot of people walk, and we're going to have the back entrance as well as the front entrance open. We've got a sign-in table. We want people to sign in, get a little name tag and stuff, and then enjoy the fair. So if you can walk, and there's also mass transit. You can take the bus and get off right at Kane and Powell Valley Road, and it's a very quick walk.
That couldn't be easier then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal. So, Anita, who are some of the other exhibitors that you have lined up?
Well, the watershed, there's a good number of people from the city of Gresham that we bring in, and they're very gracious to do that of an evening. And so not only police and fire and some of those safety related, but really planning, transportation, various folks like that. We will have
so people can come and ask questions of these people. If you have concerns about maybe you're adding on to your home and you want to know something about the codes, something like that.
Yes.
You can find somebody there to answer those questions.
And the watershed one, those people have programs. One, they'll have little amphibian creatures there. We do have a lot of things for kids, so
that's great.
They will have little critters you can touch, but they'll also talk about wildlife in your neighborhood and in your home, in your backyard. There's several programs that the city has to encourage wildlife, help people, they have bird counting programs. Then they also take care of the stream sides and stuff. There are programs, and so people who live on stream sides can be good stewards of our watershed there, as well as if you like to get out and do that kind of work, they have volunteer programs to do that. Or if you want to, say, put a rain garden in and you want to ask questions, there are people there to tell you about how you can do that. So the watershed sounds like, well, what's watershed?
Yeah,
why would I be
doesn't sound all that
interested?
appealing, but when you describe it like that, it sounds much more appealing.
So,
So what else?
So it's really a great opportunity for people to come and I think ask questions and find out information about things that they don't know even exist. It's not something they would just go down to a local business or a city. Maybe they'd read something in the paper and say, gee, I wonder how I might get in on that.
Right.
But this is really a great opportunity for them to be in one place with a group of people that can really help them in their everyday lives.
Right. So what else? Give me another example of another group.
Solve will be there.
Okay. Stop Oregon Litter and Vandalism.
That's
Is that
right. And
yes.
so they do very similar to the watershed with cleaning up of the environment.
Right. Several churches will be there, some food pantry kinds of things. VFW is going to have an auxiliary group is going to be there. So
the schools
are going to be there, Gresham Barlow School District.
Good. So if people are interested in finding some new volunteer opportunities, that might be a good place to find those too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And one thing with the schools too, this year, the SUN program with Gordon Russell, and if people are familiar with that, that's the program, they often do after school things for kids, and they're very engaged with giving kids other things to do besides school. the academic side. They do the fun, engaging side.
Yeah.
They're going to be there with some kids and do face painting. They wanted to come do that. So we've got, like I said, more things for the kids to be entertained while the parents can enjoy the fair.
It sounds like it would be a really good family event. I mean,
It's a
something, you know,
family
Absolutely.
event.
parents
And
can learn, kids can
any
have fun,
age.
and maybe learn. Yeah,
Any
Right.
age.
Yeah.
And one of the motivations for even having the fair was that so many people say, oh, we like getting, you know, the neighborhood association emails, but I just don't have time to come to a meeting. And oh, I would have loved to have gone to that meeting and hear the chief of police talk to me, or hear about what's happening with taking care of our streets or something like that. And they just couldn't make time. So we decided, let's put all of those people in one place, one evening, and say, you don't have an excuse to miss your neighborhood association meeting.
Right.
Because if you want to hear about this, then those people are all there. And so if if you're not worried about the streets so much, but you're worried really about crime and you've got a specific thing happening in your neighborhood, maybe you even have a question about, there's a house that's kind of getting run down the street. What does city code do? When should we call you to say there may be a problem here?
Right.
Those kinds of things, as well as just like Anita said, for your everyday life of, do I need a permit for this, or how can I do this? Is it legal? Kind of thing, or to give the city or these exhibitors feedback on what you might like from them.
Ah, there you go.
That's
to be heard.
great.
That's a great place to be heard.
That's right.
Powell Valley, Kelly Creek, and Mount Hood are the three sponsoring.
You just beat me to it. I was just going to ask, what are the three? I knew there were three.
It's
So
Powell Valley, Kelly Creek, and Mount Hood, because we are in that vicinity.
Right.
We all border each other. We're by far not the only neighborhood associations in Gresham, but we're the three that sponsor that.
Okay, and you're the president of the Mount Hood.
Mount Hood.
And you're
Land
the
use
Kelly.
chair
land
for
use
Kelly.
for Kelly Creek.
Kelly Creek.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's an opportunity for people who not only live specifically in those, but neighborhoods to ask, why should I come to a neighborhood association meeting? Why
Sure.
should I participate? What is in it for me? We just had our meeting about a month ago, one of our annual meetings, and had the gang enforcement unit come and talk. Very, very interesting.
I bet.
And so there's really a lot of things that people, I think, can get a much more concentrated amount of information. Not only how does it affect my neighborhood, but how does it affect me?
Sure.
What are my concerns? What should I be concerned about? How can I be a voice? Every citizen has a voice and can always exercise that as an individual, of course. But as a neighborhood, sometimes you can speak more loudly to the needs of your particular area. And every neighborhood is quite unique, whether it's more business related, whether it's older homes, whether it's more densely populated with apartments and condominiums, or more industrial or more rural. Every neighborhood is really quite unique, and that's kind of how they've been defined.
Is it Kelly Creek that has no businesses in the area, or very few businesses?
Very few businesses, mainly residential, because we're in the southeast corner.
Right.
So we just have a few businesses that are up where Kane turns into Orient, right there by Highway 26. It's very small.
You talked about the neighborhood association meetings, and people can't always find the time or the energy or whatever to go to those. But run us through, for those who maybe have never been to a neighborhood meeting, tell us what somebody could expect if they went to just a typical neighborhood association meeting.
Well, typical is we're going to do introductions. We're going to certainly introduce officers, and everyone goes around the table to introduce themselves. We talk a little bit usually about how long they've lived in the neighborhood or maybe in the area.
So it's a good way to meet new
good
people
way to meet
or
people,
neighbors.
Exactly. And we always try to have at least one, maybe two speakers. Doesn't have to be from the city. It can be from another local entity or someone who serves this area. So that it's something of interest.
Like the gang
enforcement unit, or something, sustainability. We had a talk on that, and Nicole will be at the information fair as well.
It's the Clean Energy Works Oregon program. That's a brand new exhibitor too, because this is a new program. And let me put in a plug too for this, because it is a program that's I don't know if people heard about, in Portland, people were able to make energy efficiency improvements to their homes and pay for it through their utility bill, through their heating bill. And specifically, you got savings from that energy efficiency, so that it practically paid for it. You have no upfront cost. That's now been rolled out for all of Oregon. Gresham has their own coordinator that they got through a grant funding to specifically help Gresham residents. And what people need to know about is, if they sign up before May 15th, there's like, I think, $3,700 worth of incentives that would come off of the cost of whatever you do with your efficiency, retrofitting
your home.
You have to make a certain percentage of energy efficiency improvements. So if you have 15%, it's a certain dollar amount, you get off 20 or 25%.
That's
and
great. This is good information right now.
That's right. And so I want to put it in a plug, because it's May 15th, and it's Clean Energy Works Oregon.
Good.
I think it's
Thanks.
CEO. CEWO.org is the website, but certainly Nicole Cousino with the City of Gresham could tell people more about that program. But
very timely. Thank you,
and
Carol.
she's very eager to do that.
I bet.
And
So
there's
that's exciting stuff. And what a great opportunity.
$500 of extra incentives through the grant for Gresham residents.
Wow.
So
Nice.
for the first 100 Gresham residents who sign up, and all you have to do is sign up by it, and then you get a really exhaustive energy audit of your home. You do have to have a home that's older than 1993, so that it needs the improvements and stuff. And then if you do, then you get this. You get a energy auditor person who helps you, as well as a vetted contractor to say, here's what you could do, and you're not obligated until you sign the contract. And then when you do, you get it all done, your house gets more comfortable, you start saving money on your utility bill, and you're paying it off that way. So it's a great program. I mean,
so Nicole
really
will be there,
to talk about that.
To talk about that program.
Good deal.
So there's really just a wide variety of, I hate to say exhibitors, it kind of sounds like you're hawking something, but we're hawking information.
Yeah, information, networking,
yes,
meeting your neighbors, getting to know your community, giving you the opportunity to have your voice heard.
And local officials, we do invite them. The mayor intends to drop by, so the city councilors,
state representatives, if we have the opportunity for them to come.
Greg Matthews will be there.
Yeah, he's great.
Matt
Wand, I believe, is
hoping to come. Last year, Lori Monis Anderson came, and I got to tell you, she went around the fair and she said, "Oh, I learned so much." Now, if she can learn something at the fair, that says there's something there for everyone, because she's very engaged.
And a great family opportunity.
Right.
I mean, for anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One more thing, we're just about out of time, but we talked about the advantages to that program for homeowners. The neighborhood associations are not just for homeowners; it's for renters
absolutely
too, right?
Not.
Renters and
business owners.
Businesses. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Anyone who lives in or owns a business within the confines of your particular neighborhood is welcome to attend. Anyone is welcome to attend, but in terms of kind of the business of the neighborhood,
they are members.
They are They
so
are
if they
members
come to a
by
meeting,
virtue of that.
They can vote. And there are 16 neighborhood associations that cover the entire city of Gresham. So everybody who lives in Gresham is a member of a neighborhood association.
Wonderful. So even if they've never been, this might be the incentive they need to get out there.
And no cost, it's not a homeowners association. Sometimes people do confuse that.
Yeah, and that's why I bring it up, because sometimes
not.
people think that. And I think I told you, last year after we talked, that was the first time I'd ever, I went to your event, and then I went to my first neighborhood association meeting. And I've owned 3 homes, but this was my very first one. I'm renting now. But I thought, sure, why not get involved? And it was great, and I've gone to several. So yeah, good. Well, I think all the information on the get it all right, East Gresham Community Information Fair
Right.
which is Wednesday the 25th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Gordon Russell Middle School. All the information will be up on the screen, so people want to know how to find out more information, they can watch the screen. Or we'll also have a community hotline blog. People can take a look at it. We'll have the information there. Or they can go to our Facebook page. We also have a community hotline Facebook page. They can like us there and also find out about your event. So thank you both, Anita and Carol, for being on the show tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you at the fair.
Okay,
well, thank you.
And don't go away. We will be back in just a few minutes with Cat Inc., and you'll find out all about how to grow catnip for your cats. So don't go away. Just